Okay, hello everyone. Hi James, I can see you're there. Okay, thanks for tuning in. Okay, so you can see the quality here is much better thanks to the YouTube. It is a full HD, and at 60 frames per second. Unfortunately, my capture card can only do up to full HD. If I have in future, hopefully they will have a new, Atom 4K. Then I can do 4K all the way for all the input. Anyhow, thanks for tuning in. Yeah, so this is at full HD 1080p at 60 frames per second. That's why I can see everything is very smooth. All right, just before I start, as usual, okay, forgot. Yeah, I think you all know I'm Harn, you know already. Okay, so this video might be useful for some people looking for this 50 GM, and myself, I love it. So I just, go and bought it. Okay, so before I start, as usual, I always share about what gear I'm actually using right now. So this is my stage right here. You can see I have lots of fancy lighting going on, and yeah, invest fair a bit to do this kind of tricks here, so to make it more interesting for the live streamings. Okay, in front of me, let me switch over to this part here. As you know, everything is live, so let me turn on my camera. Okay, yeah, so in front of me, this is the A7R II, okay, and connect to the cable so that you can see the live feed. So let me focus on the camera. So this is actually a 35 1.4 GM right here, and the back here is using the A7S Mark III, all from myself here. And then I'm testing out with the new mic, so which is the ECM-W2 BT. So for this live streaming purposes, so you can hear how the sound quality goes from, yeah. And I'm in this kitchen here, so the sound quality is not so nice because it's quite an open space. I mean big space, so you might hear some echo. Okay, then on top there's a screen here for me to check my composition, and then actually there's another screen here, my thermostat, so I can see double screen. Anyway, and computers, okay, no problem to check all the information about 50 GM, and this is where I do the live streaming, all right here. Okay, one more thing is, okay, I got another thing on top, which is maybe you can see or not. Oops, let me focus. So this is a 18-105 f4G with the 6004. So this is for the top-down angle view. So if I do switch around, I can press like this. So this is a top-down angle view with this lens right here. And one thing I like the most here with this thing is that you can do the power zoom very easily. I'm just pressing the button front, forward, or backwards. Then you can do the power zoom. So it's very good for live streaming because it's internet zoom and you have really nice pull in and pull out. Okay, that's all the setting here. Then you can see, maybe I'll just switch back again. On top here, there's a light. Ooh, not sure you can focus or not. All right, there's actually a light here. There's a Forza 60B, but this way give me the headlight. Then I use a bit of LED light, and then there's another Forza. Oops, there's another Forza lighting here. You can see, and then there's one more Forza lighting here. Yeah, so all in all, quite a lot of things. And then there's a main lighting that's where actually shining on me right now with the quality of the video. So what you're seeing right now is pretty much. Oh, actually one more to add a bit of kicker light to on my left hand side because of the shadows. I have one more thing right here, so you can see another light here. So there's a fair amount of lighting to do this live streaming. Is this bit of setup, and then my gears right here. You can see there's a bit of my gear. Okay, all right. Okay, let me put it down for now. So again, back to the main topic of the day, which is the 50 GM. Okay, let me switch back, and I switch off myself. Okay, so let me introduce the hero of the day. Okay, put it aside. Okay, so that's the 50 GM right here with me. You can see. Okay, so you can see that it's actually not tracking the item because currently the camera is set to face and eye tracking. Whenever you want to show something in front of people, especially if you want to do video review, you need to switch off the face and eye detection so that the camera will prioritize whichever things closest to the camera. So what I actually done is that I actually mapped my sound signal. Okay, I mapped my GP-VPT2BT. I love this. This is a very powerful, what do you call this, the table stand. At the same time, it's a Bluetooth control and it connects to camera. Okay, also, of course, if your camera supports this Bluetooth, you can use this remote control. It's very powerful, and you can share this video to your friends. Maybe they are interested about camera, interested about accessory, well, lens. I'm showing everything at the same time. So everything here is see live. So I already mapped this button on the top right here. Okay, so it's actually focused. But anyhow, as long as you see my face, whenever I move, it actually prioritizes my face because I turn on the face section on the A7S Mark III. And I also set the tracking in terms of the responsiveness, as well the transition, everything to the fastest. So anything appears to the front, if I block my eye, it will go to the front. See, it's very fast. It works this way, but I can press this button. So if I bring around this view, and then I turn my view, okay, then I say, like I said before, this one you can zoom in, zoom all the way in. Okay, so on this GP-2 here, there's a custom button here. So this is a C1 on your camera. I already mapped this button as a face and eye detection on and off. So what I'm going to do is, let me switch back for myself. Okay, then I don't need to zoom. Okay, so I just need to press. See, I just need to press. Right. Ooh. Oh, forgot. You need to turn it on. Okay, so there's a light blinking, I think. I press. Okay, so now the camera prioritizes on anything in front of it. See, anything in front of it, it will prioritize. It won't see my face anymore. But if I press this button again, I try not to block my face. Ah, crap. See, it knows my eyes already. Okay, I try to be, see? I press the C1 button, press again. Oh, my face. You need the face and eye to work, sir. And then I press again, then it will just go to the, it goes to the front already, but never mind. So right now it's pressed again, so it will turn off the face and eye detection. Anything in front of it, it will just grab. Super, super good. All right, so in front of me, this is the 35.4 G Master. So very good for this kind of review, and you get this very nice bokeh-licious, okay, bokeh-licious. All right, so you can see how it actually works. Cool. Okay, enough of showcase with audio technology. Okay, so I think the sound I already checked as well. The quality should be synced, so my voice and the video should be synced, no issues. All right, back to this hero of the day, 51.2 GM. Okay, right here. So this is the box art, of course. Okay, I need to turn on the face detection. Sometimes I find that it's slightly blurred, I can see, because maybe my nose is like a bit shallow type of field. I press on again. Okay, so it start onto my eyes. Okay, one thing is, I started using, A-mount. So back in the day, I still have this. This is still with me. This is a Zeiss A-mount from old days. Let me turn on again. Press. Okay, so you focus on the thing. So you can see this is a very nice 50mm 1.4. So that was the largest aperture on A-mount. Of course, we also have the 50mm 1.4 Zeiss on the E-mount, which I also got it with me. Bit of different size here, so you can see this is a wow. There's a huge difference. So this is a 51.4 Zeiss A-mount and 51.4 Zeiss E-mount right here. So you can see, yeah. So you can get the idea. So actually, this one grow larger, and this is this. But of course, this line is actually sharper than this. But with the 50mm 1.2 GM, wow, same weight as this, but almost the same size as well. But it's still actually sharper than this one. I already tested this one sharper than this one. But you can see that's the size. Okay, speaking of the text, back to A-mount days, just to let you hear. Okay, just let you hear. Let me take out this. This is Zeiss 55 here. I got a lot of 55 to show you. So you can, if you have a question to ask, you can just drop me a question there. Yes, nice bokeh. That's the 35.4 GM. As long as I have anything in front of camera, it will focus instantaneous. Back to me and focus. Back to me. You can just trust on it. Okay, of course, because it's 1.4, too shallow depth of field, it might not focus on my eye, it might focus on my nose, then my eye looks a bit blurred, you can see a bit blurred. So what I need to do is I need to switch on the face detection, turn it on. Then my eyes is already locked on. See, it track my eyeball. Okay, but right now for that demonstration, I need to switch off. So I switch off for now. So you're back to, see, very fast, instantaneous. Okay, then you hear the sound from the A-mount. So if you are Sony user, brand new user, you have no idea about A-mount. Okay, you don't know about Sony previous DSLR camera system until like DSLT. Then now we have this mirrorless. It's anywhere from 2006 until now, a long time. So you can hear the sound. You can see how the lens moves in front and forward, and it takes a long time to turn. And because the glass is huge last time, it's like huge and slow. This is the sound you're getting. The quality you're getting. But this was the best. This one came out in 2008. It was like very good. I got this one. I got the 135 Zeiss. So that was the old tech. And this is what we call a screw-driven mount. Okay, screw-driven autofocus. So because it actually uses, let me take out. I actually don't need this one. Actually, it uses a gear from because last time was from a body, and then the body actually there's a gear to turn the lens in order for it to front and back focus. So what it does is that it's actually, let me switch off with it. Okay, switch off, and hopefully I can show you. with this 35.4 GM. Okay, so you can see very close. I think somewhere here, let me look for the gear. Where's the gear? No. This one, this tiny dot. That's the actual gear dot that connects to the camera. Sorry, a bit shallow here. So this thing here, it connects to the body. So, oh, my bad. I'm wrong because this is the adapter to the E-mount body. Sorry, actually it's from here. It's on the A-mount. It is A-mount lens, and the gear is right here. So the gear is somewhere here. So you can see more obvious. So this is from an A-mount lens. So that's the actual gear right here. You can see this gear. Okay, so that. Oops, sorry, it's that one I think. Let me see again. Oh, yeah, this one. That's the actual gear. You can see that's the actual gear that will spin to push the lens forward and backwards. So that was the technology back then. So right now, fast forward to 2021, everything has been very fast, and you guys have been very fortunate because it's so good already, especially with the 50mm 1.2 GM. The reason why I get it because it has all the technology inside and it's so quick. It's like very, very quick. So let me cover the sensor for now. I don't want the dust to go in. Okay, because it's actually using the electric focus model. So let me switch on the face second. So what happened is the difference last time is there's actually a gear going on, and then when the gear turns, there's some gap going on at the same time. Due to the gap differences, it might not be as accurate. It works well for photo, but video, that's why they hunt because of the gear differences, because there's actual size, actual gear going at the same time. But right now, with all the new lens these days, it's all magnetic. So it actually goes to this position at 0.01 or just go to this 0.02, just go like that, go like that, go like that. It doesn't do any gear anymore. So with this one, and I got 4 of the XT linear model, is to drive the 50mm 1.2. Okay? So again, this video is going to be helpful if you think it's, if your friends or anyone, share to them about this video. They can have a look, all the technology behind. Okay, so speaking about lenses, you guys are say, oh my, come on, can you open the box? Unbox it. Okay, so my, let me put it back for now. This is a Zeiss. Oh shit, I need to turn on. Okay, turn on, turn on. Okay, so this is a 58.5. Came out back in 2016, 2015, I think. 55mm 1.8 Zeiss. It's a very good lens. Very good lens came out that time. But yeah, things are fast forward. But speaking about lenses, I've owned quite a few, so that's why I can do a bit of comparison. You can see this is one of the interesting one. This is actually at 50, maybe you can see 50mm. Oops, right here, 50mm at 0.95. You can see in the middle there. So this is one of the China-made lens, manual focus, and 1.1 kg. It's quite heavy. This is really quite heavy, but the whole thing is metal. And then, yeah, this is how it works. This is the manual focus lens only back then. And this is a Mitacon. Yeah, Mitacon 50mm 0.95 Mark II. And then at the same time, I also bought some interesting one. This is called Lens Baby. This is actually a Canon mount lens, DSLR Canon mount lens, but I bought it for adapter they put on the Sony. That's why I had the adapter here to put from Canon EF mount to E mount. So this is another interesting lens I got. It's a 56mm 1.6. The one before was 50mm 0.95. Yeah, if you're looking for cheap 0.95, that's the one, but not sharp lah. Just don't expect sharpness. Okay, then one more interesting one is a Sirui. I hardly use actually. I bought it, but I want to test. But yeah, this is actually an APS lens. It's not full frame. Those two I shared before was a full frame, but this is an APS lens. But it has a very interesting shape, oval shapes. But this is an anamorphic lens, so it get very interesting video with especially how the lens light goes with a light, what do you call this, lens flare, like a whole line like that. To get a sci-fi look, you need to get this kind of anamorphic lens, and this is one of the budgeted version, and very, very good quality, quite sharpness. But again, some people might not use it because it will compress your view, and yeah, one of it. Okay, then all in all, yeah, that's all my manual focus glass. Okay. Yes, very fast focus. Rex, this is the one I'm using. I'm using 7S Mark III in front of me, 35.4 GM. So I've switched off the face detection. So anything in front of me, you just go. See, where it go? Just go. You can just rely on the focus because it's just so fast. And thanks to the XT linear motor in the 35.4 GM, it has 2 of them inside. But this 50mm 1.4, sorry, 1.2, it has 4. So okay, again, because of 1.2, you need like a more powerful motor to drive those lenses. But yeah, 4 is the most on the Sony lenses. But yeah, this one has it. Okay, so enough said. I also bought a filter to along. So this is my filter that I buy. It's a B plus W filter. I usually like B plus W. If it's not Zeiss filter, I usually buy B plus W. It's a filter that I bought for many years ago until now. This is one of my most trustable brand in terms of UV filter, like a very good quality. Of course, there's many brands out there, but B plus W is the one that I really trust. That's why I get the same one again. So time for the unboxing. Okay, I need to move this one aside a bit. So previously, I got a chance to test the lens for a few days so that I got some sample pictures to show you. But let's see the box. Okay, let me open up. Okay, then I go to this one, number 4. Then you can, oops, sorry, I go to the wrong one, number 2. And film myself and cut. Okay, so this is slightly out. So you can see right here, so many things going on at the same time. So again, so every box from, okay, this is GM box. GM box is always the black color and the orange color. This is how it actually looks, okay, for the G Master. So on the box itself, it has all the cool features that, belongs to the lens itself. So every time when you buy the box, you can actually take your time to enjoy the moment of the box a bit, enjoy yourself. So you can see if I go closer, I can try even closer because there's a focusing distance in minimum. Oh, I see blur already. Blur means it's not a lens fault, it's just that it goes beyond the minimum distance to focus. You need to go back a bit. Okay, so somewhere around here is fine. Okay, cool. So you can see, okay, nano AR coating, what is that? So just to simply explain, nano AR coating is to reduce the lens flare. So most of the modern these days, the lenses, they have a lot of coating, but Sony one, the best one is a nano AR coating. Now we come to the Mark II, so it reduces the flare so that you have a very clean image and as long as you see the picture, you know that this is the G Master because the whole picture is so clean, so clear because of the nano AR coating. Of course, the lens element inside also important, but this coating helps to reduce the lens flare. Lens flare means how the lens actually, what happens is that if I switch back, okay, switch back. You know how there's a lens here? So this is the lens. When the lights hit at the corner, and then because in the lens itself have multiple elements, so the lights will bounce around. So that's where sometimes you see like the layer of flare going on with the image. So because of the lens, if you have less coating, then it has all this. It's not saying bad or good, depends on personal preference. Some people like lens flare because of the artistic effect of it, but some people don't like it because they like to have the clear image, like very clean from corner to corner. That's where the nano AR coating comes in. Right, so back to the box itself again. So yeah, I'm going to be a bit uncle here. XA element, like I said, not XT, sorry, XA. XA is the most advanced lens element in Sony right now, with the 0.01 micron accuracy, so you can really good, nice bokeh, no very less amount of those onion ring issue because it's super good. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this lens has 3 of them. Yeah, 3 XA element for high resolution throughout the range. This one, and then XT model got 4, so 2 in the front, 2 at the back to drive those lenses very fast. And 11 aperture plate. Okay, as you know, most of the G Master lens has 11. Not all of them, but most of it has it. I think 2470 don't have. Yeah. But anyhow, the most of it has it. One of the benefit is if you stop down, let's say if you shoot at 1.4, okay, so this is a 1.2, and if you stop down to 2 stops, let's say to 2.5, 2.8, 2.8, yeah, 2 stops, let's say, you still get very nice round bokeh because of 11 blades. The more the blade is better for the rounder bokeh, even you stop down. Not all the time you shoot at 1.4 or 1.2, you want to shoot at f2, but you still want to get nice round bokeh, then you need to have more aperture plate. That's how it works. Okay, then iris aperture click. That's where you control the aperture. That's how you turn. Okay, so you can actually have the button on the bottom there to have click or declick. Later I will show you, very easy. And this one is all the G Master lens has it. So you can click or declick easy by just clicking off the switch. Because last time in some of the lenses, you need to use a special key at the back of the lens element to turn it before you can change. But Sony GM lens, there's a switch, you can on and off. Then 400 coating is a very powerful thing because it actually comes from the 400 GM, 600 GM. It's the first front element is that they have coated is with this 400 coating. So yeah, against those oil or dust and reduce those, they stick on it. It will just, if water that's on it, it will just go like that. It will flow like that because it won't stick on it. That's where the 400 coating comes in. Then linear response manual focus. This one. So this is for, let's say if you're doing video, or some people want to do photo. Okay, let me do a quick demonstration. I'll show you how. Oh, I need to open up the lens before I can show you because my 35 GM is there. Never mind, I can still show you. Where's my camera? Okay, so what I'm going to do is that, okay, so the 55 1.8 size came out in 2015? I can't remember when, I think 2015. So that time there was no linear response manual focus. Okay, what it actually means by demonstrating to you right now, what it actually means. Okay, I need to put it on. Okay, then I switch on this wheel for now. Then I turn on. What do you think of my new lighting at the background? You can leave me some feedback. Because I bought some stuff from China as well, because Malaysia just cannot find it. I need to go and buy from China and then it comes. Okay, so where's my cable? Okay, what I'm going to do is, okay, hook up to this cable right here. Again, if you think this video is useful, please share to your friends. You know, if you want to learn more about Sony cameras and technology, yeah, feel free to drop anything in the comment below, no problem. Okay, so linear response manual focus, what it means, let me turn on the camera. Especially when you do manual focusing, that's the main part. So let's see, turn on this one. Okay, so right now I put this is the 55 1.4, sorry 1.8 size. I mean not new, but this one is without the linear response manual focus thing. So if I switch to manual focus, okay, so let's say I try to focus on the words here. There's a words here, right? Ooh, I'm too close. That's why I cannot focus. Okay, you can see these words right here. So what I'm trying to say is, if you pay attention, maybe the screen at the bottom there is too small. So what I'm trying to say, let's say I turn it back again. If I turn this ring, turn, slowly turn out, slowly turn, you see that it actually move slowly, no problem. But don't forget, I turn many rounds today, it still move very slowly. But suddenly if I do a big turn, a big turn, then you see that the focusing from one area to one area instantaneously from one to another. So make it becomes imprecise because you suddenly have a huge change. When you have to do small change, you just do small movement, but when you have suddenly you just apply more force to it and you just go to a big gap. Okay, let me show you. So right now, if I focus again on the, where is it? Here, right here. So if I do a sudden change, see if I do a sudden change, see it go a big gap. See it go a big gap. See, I just do a big, just a small, let's say 45 degrees movement, but I go a big gap. But if I do another way around, I do slowly, I keep turning, see I keep turning, it go very slow, but sometimes move, sometimes doesn't move. It's like the computer is not responding to your command, it's I feel like a bit laggy. Yeah, this is what people hate last time because the manual focus is imprecise. And all the manual focus lenses, sorry, okay, correct me, sorry, all the E-mount lenses currently, mirrorless lenses, usually they are all in this, except some of the lenses, but most of them has this issue. I mean, back then before with the new linear manual focus, because it's not as precise. So you can't expect how much you're actually moving it. It's like you move a bit, you go move a bit, but you move for too much, you go too much. You don't want this because it's become imprecise. So for video, you cannot do this. Not like DSLR lenses. The other lenses is more precise because it can do exactly, and then the thing move front and back, more precise. But this one you cannot. So all the mirrorless lenses, this is all drive-by-wire. All the mirrorless lenses is like this, drive-by-wire these days. So to compensate this issue, that's how Sony came up with the linear response manual focus. So if I go back to this box again, that's what it says here, linear response manual focus. Okay, so when I open the box, I'll do the same thing again, then I can show you, then you can see it's more precise. When you do the turn, it feel like more like a manual focus. Mechanical lenses, although it's not 100%, but it feels close to it. Okay, that's what it means. Okay, yes, James, so you can see I have lots of lighting going on at the same time here. Yeah, so my lighting, actually, on the left-hand side is a non-light power tube, 15C, and then I got two at the back, the long ones, 30C at the back, left and right. Okay, and my front here is actually a aperture LED light, but actually similar to those non-light, like 200 or 300, not issues. And then I got another one more far right. I also bought the new one just to try. Yeah, it weighs a lot. It's the Godot X150R, so the one that you can change a lot of colors one. But currently I just set to orange, like bi-color orange, so that I can create this projection at the background. You can see the line, because I bought another adapter that I all the way from China, wait for 1 month, but it comes, yeah, it does the job. It creates this kind of line shapes, more interesting background. basically. That's how it actually works. So you can see the background here got quite a few lighting going on at the same time. But in front of me, there's another two main lighting, the big one and a smaller one, to fill a bit of gap. Okay, so let's see. Yep. Again, so if you want to look for non-light, look for your local camera shops and then ask them. Okay, so almost there. Focus hold button. Yeah. Until now, whenever I go to workshop, people still ask me, let me. Do I have a lens with focus hold button here? Not with this. Oh yeah, with the 35 GM. Means I'll open up. Means on the left hand side or on the top, sometime or on the left hand side you see there's a button. A lot of people actually still don't know what it is. You can actually customize it. Very easy. Then lens full in case. All right, enough with all the talking. Hopefully you still bear with me. Again, if you think this video is useful, you know, sometimes you just want to share to help each other out, okay, then you can feel free to share this video. All right, yeah, love the non-light lighting, yes. Yeah, James, you also got the non-light what? This is, I'm using, power tube, 1530C, and then this one is a 60B on top here, there's one more on top, and then right hand side, but this is for Godox, because I like this because you can change the color. All right, back to the hero of this today, okay. So I need to find a knife. Okay, always be careful. So the focusing is actually quite good. Even the knife you can track, so you can super instantaneously. You just hug onto it. It won't go to my face. Okay. So when you switch off the face detection. Okay. But because of 1.4, the depth of field is just too shallow, so it might not be eye focusing that very clear. That's why I need to press button again to make sure that my eyes is always in focus. See, it doesn't track my hand anymore. I need to press again, so it track my hand. Magic. Okay. So let me, turn this around so I can do this. Okay, I got this yesterday. Now only cut. See, I waited for until now only cut. Okay. Oops. Oh, yeah, done. Okay, so be careful on the side. So here comes the moment of truth. Okay, let me go back to a bit. Thanks to this power zoom, you can easily zoom in and zoom out and still very nice and smooth. Thanks to the power zoom on the 18-105 f4G. Okay, so again, with the G master lenses, it comes with this nice little pouch. Usually I don't really use, but you can use it like I mentioned to some people, you can use it to store all your accessory, your battery, your memory card, anything that you think of accessory, chuck inside here. But in fact, when you go out, usually you put your lens into a camera bag or you put a dedicated bag, you don't really use this pouch. But yeah, it still comes in a nice pouch. So I'll just take out this pouch for now. And of course, they have some books, which I think most people wouldn't actually go and read this book. But again, you can have if you want, you can take some time to is some kind of warranty information document. Am I think that's it. Yeah, so just put the box away for now. Not important. Okay, and that's where the lens right here. Oops. Okay, let me go closer. Okay, so again, nice one. You can pouch in. Okay, there you go. 51.2 GM right here. Yeah, the weight is there. Okay, let me just take it out for all. Oops. Okay, right here. Let me take out. Okay, I don't need this back for now. I put it aside. Always important. I always like to prefer just put the filter first whenever I first open a new lens. So this one no need to cut. I just already cut. So yeah, let me switch back. So again the 72. This is a UV Nano. Yeah, MRC Nano, one of my favorites. Quite small and good quality. And again, I got my 51.2 GM from Sony Store, the Curve. If you're looking to buy one, ask Sony Store. Okay, and this one I got it from YL. Yeah, I got it from YL. Thanks to Aho from Purdue. Okay, so let me see. Should be fine. Ooh, very clean. Okay, no problem. Sometimes even new lens might have dust sometimes, but yeah, so far it's okay. Then just put a filter on. Okay, then switch around. Yeah, because this is a glass filter, and then this whole metal ring is very strong. Yeah, always put a filter. Okay, then you have nice protected, because this the front element. The very front element is actually the XT linear motor. The X8 element, the very front element. So if I bring up the chart to show you, okay, I have another computer here right here. So Yeah, so I bring out this one so you can see. So you can see the very, oh, my mistake. Actually not, I thought it's the same. Never mind. So anyway, but anyhow, the first element is concave. So I don't think you want to damage it. So you want to put a filter to protect it. And the second, sorry, the second element, and you can see the two at the last group there is where the orange color is all the XA element, the very nice Sony element. SML F1.2 come out. Hi, thank you, James. That's it. That's the 1.2. Yeah, you can see the picture quality. This thing, super good, very high. Okay, just want to show you a quick one. Usually you can find all this information online. It's not hard. Okay, let me put this aside for now. So how you actually read this thing, I quickly just to teach you guys how you actually read this thing. All right. So usually the first line, easily you look at is a contrast. Means how well the camera can differentiate different colors and also brightness. Let's say contrast and color, something like that. And then the second line, the green line, is usually the sharpness. So usually if you see these two at 100 means it's super good because they are all actually how they do is that they start from the middle of the lens. This 0 is middle of the lens, and then they do test from 0 in middle all the way to the corner. So 20 is the distance from the far away from the lens to the right hand side and to the top. So they actually do like this. This is, imagine this is one of the corner, but this chart will show you the performance from the whole lens point of view. So this is actually very good because it starts from 95, 90 something, 92, 95 here, and then it drop all the way to like 60 something. It's still quite a good lens. If you go find other lens, yeah, some of them maybe they start from 70 something and then they drop because this is a 1.2. So just imagine, of course, it's a different lens. I shouldn't compare, but it's just to show you how this thing has grown. I mean, this technology has grown. So let's say I go to another page, and then I just type SEL 85 f14. Okay, so this lens. Oh, what am I doing? Okay, SEL 85 f14 GM. So it's just to show you how the thing works, the chart. So you can see right here. Of course, these two are different focal length. I cannot do, I can do direct comparison like that. But just to give you some idea how it actually works is that you can see, yeah, so you can see there's a gap. Usually like, ooh, why so small? I don't know why it's so small. Let me see if I can go larger. No, cannot go larger. Never mind, you can see it's a small chart. You can see there's a gap there. But compared to this one, yeah, this one is very good. It has a very high score, you know, high score. And then even if you stop down to F8, this is usually at F8. See, it says here, max aperture, F8. R4 here at F8. Then it has a very good high contrast resolution. When you shoot at F8, this lens is super good. And just to show you another crazy example, like a perfect lens to get if you have the budget next time for your portraiture or for your bird, anything. This or even the 600 GM is the same thing. This is just want to show you the perfect lens in terms of MTF chart because it's just so sharp all the way at. Okay, love it. A new dream lens. Yeah, cash. Just invest it. Work hard in Melbourne and then get it. So you can see this is how crazy it is. All the way, 100% from the center all the way to the corner is 100%. You just don't see any more imperfection. And one more thing is that this lens is so lightweight, not heavy. So you can see it's crazy amount of, yeah, this is the perfection. But anyhow, our 51.2 GM is not far, it's not shy, it's actually very good. Start from 95, it dropped to about 60 something. It's still very good at wide open. And compared to other brand, even competition, this is one of the superior one. And forget or not, this is a size. So go back here. All right, behold the new 50mm 1.2 GM. All right, so you can see this. I just slowly turn. Like I said, okay, one thing I noticed is that since this 50mm 1.2, the aperture, this one is a bit different from last time because it has, how to say, usually, where's my 24.4 GM? Okay, give me 1 second. I'm not tied to anything. Okay, no, I just get something. All right, here's my background. But anyway, doesn't matter. Come back to me. You focus back to me. Yes. Okay. So this is the 24.4 GM. It's a very good lens as well. And let me take out. Sorry, a bit dusted. And then what I'm trying to show you is that the aperture, the what do you call this, the line of the words, and this metal here is like they are quite similar level. Okay, they are not like there's one level, one. It's like this is like almost the same level, but this one feels like it feels like there's like a level and then go something on top and come like that. So it feels like there's a little gap there. I'm not sure you can see or not. There's a gap. So yeah, I feel more tactile, and then the whole feeling is very good. So again, you can just choose at 1.2, and this one has a very nice resistance to it. So let me switch back 1.2, go to 1.2. Very good. Oh, too close. If it's too close, you cannot focus. Yeah. So every lens has a minimum distance focus, so don't focus too close. Again, this is the aperture ring, and there's these two buttons here. You can see this one, and there's another one here. That's the focus hold button. That's where you can do your customization in the camera to do different things. You can use this button to do movie recording if you want to. Sometimes I do selfie, not selfie, vlogging. I just hold my lens with the camera. So I press the button to start recording instead of pressing a button on the camera, because you can map this button to do any function inside the camera. Anything, up to you. As long as the function inside the camera is there, so you can choose to use it. So you don't have to fix to one original button. Yes, Mavic 2, yeah, 2A, A2, Mavic A2. Unfortunately, I bought last year, cannot fly because of COVID and pandemic. We cannot go out, so cannot fly. So what else I can share? Like I said, the declick and click and declick right here, click and declick. And what else? And the AF/MF. Oh, sorry, I go this way. Yeah, the autofocus, manual focus button right here. Yeah, focus hold button, aperture ring, and this is the manual focus ring. And the click and declick is right here. So if I off it, and this aperture becomes like smooth. So if I go back again. So if I turn, it becomes smooth, very smooth. See, no more resistant, very smooth. So if I turn around and I turn on off this steady shot, this one right here. Okay, turn on the click, and then right now there's resistance. You can hear the sound. There's a resistance. So if I go closer, you can hear. Okay, hello, hi, welcome, Cash, welcome Pua, 私信. Okay, interesting. You have a little pua there, right there. Okay, so this is a 51.2 GM with this. Okay, and of course the hood. So this hood has a bit of, I already tried before, so it has a bit of lock on it. If you put it in, okay, lock it in. But because it won't come up, because there's this button here. It's like it won't come out, and you need to press it to hold to take out. Okay. Else, once you put in, this is quite tight. It's quite tight. It won't come out. Okay. All right. And one more thing, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, this is the same as well. So some of the lens in Sony, when you do like this way, and you feel something is moving, it's like you feel something is moving. Why is this? Why happening? This is a new lens. Why is moving? Okay, it's actually very good. No problem. Don't worry. It's the mechanism or the technology inside the lens. Don't worry, because this is a floating focus element design. So whenever the power is off, you feel like something is moving. It's totally fine. It's not the stabilization, it's just the way how the focusing works inside here. When we turn on the power, and the thing will just, the feeling will disappear, because there's a magnetic charges and let the lens float, and it helps you to improve the autofocus, reduce the focus bleeding, all this and that. Not entirely, but reduce. So it's, yeah, you can feel. So lens like this, 35 1.8, the F, that one. Let's say the 135, 1.8 GM, 12 to 24 GM. 20mm F1.8 G. What else? Yeah, if I can recall. But anyhow, those lenses, when they hold and you feel like there's something is moving, totally fine, no worry, because it's a kind of a different design, but it's an improved design for, yeah, what it is. Okay, all right. So we have lots of here. Okay, let me mount it up. Okay, let's see, put it back. There's a 24.4 GM right here. Okay, so the autofocus is, I'm sure you've seen the video before. It's super fast, super quick. Okay, put it back. Okay, so this a bit, sorry, I did my custom rig here because I put a small rig here. That's why I actually use it to mount my monitor. You can see I mount the monitor here. That's why I put the trigger. So this is a custom design. Very cool. Okay, so let me put it up with the cable right here just to do a simple autofocus test. Okay, any questions so far? So far so good. Okay, so power is on, and then let me turn on this one. and then I turn on number 4. Okay, so at 1.2, oh, I think it's on manual focus. Let me see. Yeah, switch back to AFC. Okay, so it's very fast. Okay, then I need to, I always find my good friend Naruto is right here. Naruto. You can see it's very quick. Everything is instantaneous. Okay, thanks to the 4 XTD motor. And then one thing is super silent. You just don't feel any sound. Remember the sound from the A-mount like that. This one is entirely no sound. Okay, it's just very hard to find. I mean, if I put very close to my headphone, I mean, if I can try like this, I need to. You can hear the sound. You just don't hear the sound. It's super quiet. You don't hear anything. It's so quiet. See, I'm focusing front and back. You just don't hear anything because the XTD motor is like super quiet and very fast, instantaneous. Okay. All right. Let me switch on this. Okay. So this is a 1.2 GM. Okay. Just how I mentioned before with the focus hold button. So on this lens itself, you have actually 2 of them. So there's one right here, and there's another one right there. So this is for you to do the portrait, and this is for you to do horizontal. So to customize this, very easy. You can just go into menu. Okay. So this is the older menu, not the new menu like A7S Mark III. But older menu where you need to find is just go to number 2 and the second last page. Usually on the second last or the third last is either one. You just go to one of it, and then you can set your custom key. Custom means you change all the button setting inside, so you can customize different button for different functions. So you can go inside, let's say for photo, and then if I go to the number 4, which is the focus hold button. If you are using even older camera, you don't even see this menu because this one actually tells you where the button is, what you're actually doing right now. So if you're using 7 Mark III, unfortunately, you don't have this menu. I mean, this picture here to show you, this just show you like just 2 rows of, words. So you just go to number 4. That's where the focus hold button. Currently, I set to eye autofocus. So if I want to, I can switch to another one called, let's say, movie recording somewhere. Movie. Where is it? Movie. Yeah, I think this one, if I'm not mistaken. So if I press the button, it start recording. See, it start recording. So if I show you again one more time, so I press again. I press one more time, and it just record. Recording now. You hear the sound, beep, and then one more time. Yeah, just using this button because this button can be mapped to anything you want in the camera. So when I said before, when I do the vlogging of myself, I map this button as my record button because I don't need to press here. I just press here, easy, and then I just because you are holding a camera and you can just like this very fast. Okay, so I'm sure you all. Okay, so have a bit of break. I'm just going to show you a video that I showed. I mean, probably some of you already see before. I share so many people, different places before about this video. Okay, so before that, I show you this one first. The autofocus tracking. I think I can skip a bit so you know what happened. Okay, let me go in. I'm just going to do a quick test here with the autofocus performance on this 50mm F1.2 GM. Okay, so here is the closest, maximum, and closest and maximum. Means this is close to me, and then this is at far away. So this is the front, and that's the back, the front and the back, and the front and the back. You can see it's very instantaneously, and I'm using so color and distance, and you just keep tracking it. You can see it's very reliable. Okay, go to the back again and come backwards. See, it's just keep tracking it. So this is a real-time tracking, very fast. Okay, back to it. Okay, so you can see this is a very quick demonstration right here. What I'm doing is that I just use my backyard, not backyard, my back balcony. Yeah, so it's just to front and back focus. Is this? Yeah, you can see very fast, and this is actually with the real-time tracking. So once you actually hug on something, you will just stay on it and locks on it. It follows it because the real-time tracking actually remembers the distance, the color, and the shape. These 3 things. But if there's a human and eye, they will remember the face and eye as well. But right now is remembering the shape, the color, and distance. That's the real-time tracking, and super useful. All right. So I'm just going to show you another one which I did before with the portrait part. Okay, so let's just go in. Okay, let me switch on my sound for now. Okay, this part. Okay, I'm coming again. So you can see this is the video of the portrait that I did before. Maybe you've seen on my, I share so many places and many places. Okay, anyway, the whole idea is, the whole thing is, I didn't use any gimbal, just purely handheld. You can see from the start before when I was actually holding it on the FX3, which I had it for a few days to try. So it's everything just, yeah, handheld, no gimbal, but I was using stabilization with the catalyst browse. And again, this camera has a very good tracking technology that let the camera just do all the tracking by itself. Yeah, so basically pretty much I just let it to track on the face and eye. I trust it all the time. I doesn't even bother whether it's actually in focus or not, because I know that it's actually focused by itself accurately most of the time. So the camera will just track itself. You can just do very confident, no issues. So you can see even though I'm moving, and you can see Cixin actually like turning around backwards against me, even though the face and eyes disappear. Like I mentioned before, the camera remember the distance, the shape, and the color. These three things, they bind together, and whenever they see the face and eye, it goes to the face and eye, and else it'll come back. It'll come back. So it just keep rotating back and forth with these two focusing mechanism. Again, this one I actually shot all as XAVCS HS4K, so 60p. That's how I can do. I can do this 2x slow motion in the camera, so you can see the slow down a bit nice. Yeah, this is just 2x slow motion with the A7S Mark III. So I shot at 60p first, but I slow down in the post-processing when I do editing. And all the stabilization right here, you need to go through a software called Catalyst Browse. You can do it inside the software, not the issues. Yeah. So you can, yeah. So I just let you enjoy the video. Go back. Sorry, my bad. I forgot to search on the sound. Okay, so hi Zuzi, thanks for joining in. So the video was shot before was the FX3 with the 50 GM. Okay, I'm repeat again. So I was actually holding handheld fully, not using any gimbal. So what I did is I record the. Yeah, sorry, I forgot to turn on the sound. I just realized. Okay, so the camera do the recording, and then when you go home, you need to use a software called Catalyst Browse to do the stabilization. So I'm not sure if this, I wonder if this computer has it. But anyhow, let me see. Oh yeah, there is here. Okay. I think it's loading up. It takes some time. So you just need to do this additional. Okay, let me see. Just as I'm doing multiple screen at the same time. There's monitor here, and there's another monitor here. Okay, so let me quickly show you so you can see right here. So I already turn on the. I already just choose a clip. Okay, choose a clip. So that the camera basically I just go back in. That's where all my video is just now, all the video. And then when I press on the. This one shows that there's a gyro stabilization metadata because A7S Mark III or FX6 support the gyro stabilization. So this is the one. Okay, usually they will do automatic crop a bit, but normally I set to my own. I just set to about 80%. I put 80%, means that you crop out 20%, means 1.2x crops for the camera to do the calculation in terms of the stabilization. So after I do this, then even the video you see all of them before previously, all of them is from the 20% crop that I did with this catalytic browse. Same thing. Once you're done, output, and the camera, the software knows that what is the source, and it will pick up the best output for you, recommending everything. You don't need to change anything from here. Everything here should be the same from what you actually input from the camera, because they will actually choose for you. And then you just do exports. Yeah, of course, you need to do one by one to do the stabilization, but once you combine them, actually it's quite nice, and you have a very good stabilization video like you see on just now before. It feels like a gimbal, all handheld. Love the 50mm F1.2. So this is the catalytic browse. So if I press this, it will start, but I won't do now because it was just heavy on my computer. You'll start crying because this is actually quite intense, especially when I shoot on H.265. The XAVZ is quite intense. So I'll leave it for now and come back to me. Okay, so that was the catalytic browse. You can just download from the software online. It's free. You can use it, no problem. Okay, so any question? Yeah. Okay, so I guess right now the next thing I want to show is the picture quality. So before that, maybe I'll show you another video. It's about I use the camera recorder, which is the what do you call it? The external video recorder at Thomas Ninja 5 to capture what was seen from the camera point of view, and then it's all in the pictures. And then after that, I'll show you some picture, from here. So let me go to that video quickly. Yeah.
Alpha.
So you can see this combo right here is actually with the 51.2 GM, and then with the A7R Mark IV with me. So you can see the tracking, the eyeball is just, although it's a bit of distance, but the camera able to know where's the face and eye, it will just keep tracking it. So although you can see that she's actually moving around. So making your photo is actually very easy and also very candid, because the moment happens just so quickly, and then the camera able to track instantaneous, although it's at 1.2 and you know where's the eye, so you just keep tracking it. And then you can get this, those special moments, and you capture it thanks to this autofocus technology that Sony developed since 2013. And then right now they've been improving huge, like so much more. And this, you can see this is 50mm F1.2, and you can see I'm actually quite close to her. Later you pay attention, they actually go very close to her until you see that the camera start to no more seeing the eyeball. Okay, going closer. Okay, still seeing the eyeball, Okay, now not seeing the eyeball means you're getting too close. Then the camera won't be able to recognize. Then it go backwards a bit. So there's always a distance to play when you want to do this eye tracking. Yeah. Again, 1.2 is very shallow. So if your model actually moving around a lot, then it's easy for although camera can track, but because the model is moving constantly, to be able to get sharp focus at 1.2 is actually a very tricky situation. But the camera just so good, and eye tracking is so good. It just hugs on it. Hi, Zuzi. Thanks for joining. So hopefully you can get this 51.2 GM soon. It's a very good Sony first ever 50mm that you can afford, and you can actually buy. And of course, it's a bit pricey side, but the image quality you're getting is very good. So you can see, I just leave it there, and then the cameras keep tracking. So although it's a bit of distance there, it just keep lock on it. So usually when I shoot natural light, I just shoot on aperture priority, and then I set auto ISO. Okay, let me come back myself. So you can see how the camera tracks. Everything just happens so quick, and then it just go You just let the model go, you let your friend go, so you go travel with your friend, and let them do their best, best moment, natural moment, and then you let the camera do this job to track, and you just focus on your compositions, your creativity. Yeah, the camera is just so advanced these days, and it's easy for you to capture. Okay, back to the picture time. So that's where the important part. Right, so you can see, okay, so all these images here, actually I did a bit of adjustment here in terms of color and also the vibrance, but I didn't do any sharpening. I just increased the exposure a bit and the vibrance and color. That's it pretty much. So I didn't do any increased sharpness, but pretty much everything straight from a camera. So you can see, ooh, wow, it's like tag sharp at 1.2. Imagine just how in the video you see that she actually constantly moving. At 1.2, it's actually quite a tricky task for the camera to keep tracking. So just bear with me. Some shot might be missed of focus because of the movement and also the 1.2. But I can see most of my shots is quite in focus, and you really let the camera do its job and its track. So it's at 1.2. It focus on the eyeball. Very good. Okay, and then just keep going. Yeah, regardless, this one is actually she walking towards me. So whenever tracking part, when the subject's walking toward you, is a tricky job because the camera had to keep adjusting the focus. Like whenever something towards you or further away is a bit easier, but towards this is harder. Then the camera works a bit harder to do the tracking. You can see super good. And again, using M1.2, I didn't do any chromatic aberration to do any adjustment. How the 50 GM focusing on A6000 series? I think Zuzi Pump, if you want looking for a lens that for environment portraiture, I would suggest you look for the 24 GM. I think that one will be, of course, because of this one has a bit more of a shadow depth of field compared to 24, but usually environmental. Because environmental, you want the background, the details of background and the foreground together, so you can see things at the background and the foreground. So I will usually go for the 24 side, but 50 actually good for me. I feel like it's the head and shoulder side, head and shoulder, and then until half body like that. So you can see a lot of my shots is actually half body. I quite like it, half body shots. Okay, so again. Never invest one lens, right? 50 GM is one, then you can get a 24 GM next. But maybe you should look at this 50 GM first because it's like a technology marvel in terms of all the Sony engineering all into one of these. Apparently, one thing I forgot to tell you, if you go to this, let me go to this, come back here, then go to this website, the 51.2 GM. Okay, if you go to this is sony.com.my, you can call in, even if you go to your country, doesn't matter, same thing. You can look for this interview with the development team. You can go inside. It's quite a good insight to study about it because it actually tells you what they actually done to this particular lens, what they do with this engineer side and what they did, So it's quite an interesting story how they actually do it. You can see how they actually create with the driven floating focus system, and then with the XA element that big right here down to 1.2, yeah. And how the MTF char, and then the onion ring that I mentioned before, and yeah, the bokeh, and this is the dual XD linear motor at the front and back. These two separate groups actually focusing continuously. That's why you can get a very fast autofocus because it has two groups that focus front and back all the time with this one. So it's a quite interesting insight to study. Then go back. So, I forgot. Actually, I need to switch to myself. Okay, sorry, my bad. Okay, so what you need to do is actually you just go to this because it's multiple windows right here. So what you go to the Sony website and you just click on the interview with the development team, go in, then you can see all the story behind this lens. Quite interesting, it's all right there. Okay, so let me go back to myself right here and then come back to me. Okay. Yep. Zuzi, yep. So, actually, it's quite a tough question because we have so many good range right now: 24, 35, 50, and then the 85, 135, 100. It's like almost completely. So I guess which one is? I think if you get this 50 mm, you get addicted to it because of the 1.2. So good. Okay, then 50mm focusing on 6000. Unfortunately, I don't have a 6000 with me, but I will expect the autofocus, because the processor inside is a bit dated, but anyhow, it still works in terms of tracking wise, but maybe it's not as quick as what the current system is, because the processor is a huge gap already. A6000 processor came out in 2012, 13, that time, quite a period of time. So yeah, something like that. So you can see all right there, 51.2 GM. This is one of my favorite shot here. It's because you just do her job, and then it just let it tracks, and then focusing. Yeah, the 1.2 is so clean and so sharp, contrasty, and then no CA. CA means chromatic aberration, that where you can see the purple fringing. So the picture is very good. You don't see a lot of fringing. Everything is just very faithfully reproduced and so clean with this 50mm 1.2 GM right here. Okay, and see some full body shot. These are all full body shots, and then same crop in. Okay, so and this is 100%. I can go even more. I go 200%, and still focusing. Everything here is 1.2, and it's still focusing. You can see it's very nice, and that's how the bokeh renders at the background. So it's a very, yeah. And I come back. Let me see. What about the new 40mm 1.8 will be good for wide portrait? Hey, Rushley. Yeah. This is a tough question, right? Yeah, I guess it's interesting ultra wide portraiture. I was thinking like maybe you can use with the flash together, because 40mm is just too wide, and then you're seeing so many things into the frame. Let me go back to my cell again. Because 40mm is just too wide, and then you have lots of things into a frame. So I was thinking that maybe I use a flash to highlight on the model or the subject, so that the subject can stand out from the background, because it's just so wide. So usually people don't want to use so wide is because they don't want to have too many distractions. So in order to make it a bit of separation, yes, you can get close to the subject can have a bit of background separation, but at 40mm there is some, but yeah, maybe not as much as the 50mm. So another way I can do is I use a flash to bounce and shine on the subject, and the background will just, separated from the, yeah, that's how I was thinking of it. Maybe it's good for the wedding couple for the 50mm f1.8. Apart from the Astro, and then I was thinking that one also very good for vlogging, because it's 40mm so wide, you can just fit everything into a frame. So for vlogging is you want to see as much as you can from your background, because you want to show the background of your world, like myself right here. This is my world. So I would prefer like an ultra wide to see everything. So is it still tracking? Yeah, that's why it's keep moving. Let me lock back myself. Okay, cool. So it locked back myself. Just now it was keep moving because of the tracking. Okay, so yeah, 40mm 1.8, and right here, okay, let me see. Yeah, the shot, you can see I took so many because the camera takes so quick. Everything is so instantaneous, and the camera tracks very fast, and I let the camera just do its job. It's just so quick, just so quick. And let me press again, and it tracks, no issues. Yep, 1.2, and yeah. That's the thing. You want to use the 50mm, and you can really use the 50mm f1.2. So you can just go in. You can see, you can see how nice the subject and the background just melt away thanks to this 1.2 GM. Again, I'm a bokeh hawk guy. I really like to shoot stuff with lots of bokeh. Even myself, I own a 300mm 2.8. It's like I really like the bokeh kind of stuff. So yeah, so all the picture here you can see. I didn't do much. I just increased the vibrance color, changed the color of the tree a bit. But yeah, pretty much everything here is untouched from the camera. And then of course, yeah, the focusing is spot on. You can even see the details of the tree. So this is slightly out of focus, and this is in focus because the depth of field is actually very shallow, too small, too tiny. So your focusing part is actually around this area, and this is already out of focus. So at 1.2, you also need to be careful when you shoot too close to the subject. You might have the some part focus, some part not focus. So at 1.2, let me go back to the half body face. Yeah, this somewhere around here. Okay, still focusing in this. See, focus on the eyeball. You can see my eye, no issues right here. And let me go back to the full picture. All right. So this is how it actually works. Okay. So focusing on the eyeball. I suspect here it already blur. Focus, blur. Blur is start from here. It start from here. So the depth of field is like maybe less than a few millimeters. It's very tiny. So if I go in again, you can see how it actually works. So this is actually focusing right here. You can see the nose is blurred because it's just too shallow at that close distance, and the background is just blurs away. Yeah, but tech sharp here, even can see myself inside. Okay, so I didn't Photoshop myself, but it's just the reflection from the eyes, you know, the contact lens that comes back to me. That's how it actually goes. And this is the photo that actually showed inside the Sony store during the event. Yeah, so sharp. Yeah, when you look at this video, go share to your friends, you know, about this. This is like crazy lens that I want to say, because I own another crazy lens. Oh, I didn't bring out. So that lens is very crazy. It costs a lot of money. I bought it last time because I want to have the sharpest. But yeah, this 50 GM cheaper than the lens, but is so good, and then it's focusing so well. Maybe one day I don't feel like trading it, but it's like a collection. So maybe you know I own this lens. So let's say I can show you here. I'm lazy to go and bring for my dry box. So it's this one, 85. Okay. So if I quickly show this one here. Good thing this is my own sharing, so I can just pop in anything, no problem. So I own this lens. I don't need this. Oh my god. All right, I'll leave it there for now. So here. Never mind, put it here. So I own this Otus 85, and this is like considered back in 2015. It was like the leading industry standard in terms of portrait lenses. It's like anything that you want to create, anything you want to make, any lenses, they have to match this thing, because this is the ultimate sharpness lens. It's like crazy, and the technology inside is crazy. So fast forward right now, thanks to G Master, and continue improving. I would say this lens is actually the kind of feeling they're giving me is actually same as this, even more expensive Zeiss Otus, and even is that it's actually manual focus as well. Not easy to manual focus at 1.4, and just a head and shoulder project is not easy job. But yeah, I used to like it last time. Oops. I always forget to switch. My bad. Because it's a two separate screen here. Okay, so I was sharing about this one. The Zeiss Otus right here. So this is the lens I owned last time. I mean 2015 until now. It's a crazy sharp lens. Okay, back to here. All right, no worry. Stupid. Okay, so I show you a bit more photos. I did a bit more here. So this one I did with another friend of mine. Actually, on the same day, I did 2 shoots. Very rushing because it's a short time. So thanks to Faris, who actually let me use it. Yeah, Zeiss Otus. It's a dream lens for I think for lots of portrait photographer. If you can only, it's like, But right now, you don't need to buy Otus anymore. You just buy G Master. Get G Master 135, G Master 50mm 1.2 GM. This one, you will get the same level of quality because it's just so sharp, so details. Apparently one more, if you like wide angle, you can look for the 20mm F1.8 G. That lens also very sharp, and also, although it's not a G Master, but that lens is also very high performance, very high performance. It's close to the 135 level. It's actually quite amazing. So anyway, this one here is the same. Oops, am I pressing the right button? Yeah. So you can see, focus, tech sharp, right here, details. You can see, so everything is just spot on. Okay. I just let the camera do the job. Changing a shot here, so you can see quite good, and it's still tracking, no issue, still tracking, and on the face, you can see still tracking on the face. All right, so this is all the natural light shots, natural light shot. Okay, a friend of mine called Chi. Again, this is a full body shot. 50mm 1.2 GM. So that's a separation you're getting, and then thanks to the R4 with the 61 megapixel, you can see so much detail and the resolution. And this one I changed the color a little bit here, so you can see this is a bit warmer, just a bit cooler. So you can always fine tune the color that you want for your pictures. Not an issue with the raw file. And then back here a bit, here some picture, more picture. Again, same thing, everything at 1.2. See 1.2, and very sharp, very good, and highly details. So nice. Straight from a camera. I mean, of course you can do a bit editing in terms of the skin and stuff, but the straight out camera pictures is quite good, so good already. Okay, and this one shot with the flash. Okay, focusing well, no problem. Come back, and then same thing. I play with the flash a bit. There's a flash on top here. I often like to shoot with flash, so you get a bit of interesting looks into the pictures instead of natural light. Okay, so this is, yeah, the same spot I shot many photos. Okay, I love the 24 GM 1.4. I use it every day. Amazing lens, love it. Yes, thanks, congrats. Then you got the 24 GM already. So it's time for you to get a 50 GM. So 50 GM is, I would say you will feel the difference compared to 24, because 24 focusing, of course, is a wider lens, it's different focal length. Focusing wise, slightly slower than the 50 GM. And also, another thing is the, I would say, the picture quality. I will feel the 50 GM actually sharper than the 24 GM right now. But 24 GM is also the stellar performance lens. I mean, correct me, because you already own yourself. You already know the picture quality is very good. So everyday street, yeah. So I guess you have 24 and 50. So you can create this unique look. And 50 is a bit more narrow, so give a bit more depth to it with the picture quality. So everything right here and tag sharp. So everything is here. Okay, can see right there. Okay, few more. I just few more. So this one I did in the 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, in the Sony Store studio when we have the workshop there. So everything here is shot at 5.6. I didn't shoot at FA, I just shot at 5.6, but the whole body shoot is beautiful. Thank you, Susie. So yeah, thanks to the model that collaborated with me. Very important, right? So let me go up. Okay, so you can see this is the headshot right here. Go. Everything here is at 5.6, so you can see if you stop down, then you can really get the kind of picture quality, like a medium format image quality, super highly detailed image. So if I go in closer, you can see the eye, so crazy sharp and very detailed, very faithfully. Even the micro, we call micro contrast, the micro contrast of the skin, you know, or the pores, everything. Whew. It's like it feels for me, it feels like a medium format. Because it's just so much detail. And what you're seeing here right now is straight from a camera. I didn't do any adjustment. I just used my multiple flash and set the custom white balance to 5,500 Kelvin. Yeah, so even the lips is so beautiful. Everything here is straight from camera, from A7R II and raw sent to camera. And also a JPEG, because I was doing tethering, so you can see here is all the JPEG from a tethering. Very good sharpness. And you can see the eyelashes. You can really count the individual eyelashes. All right, so that with the 51.2 GM. And one more right here. So this is a mouth here. Oh, I think processing the color. Yep. So you can see the details. Very cool, right? And James, you're gonna get one. You're gonna feel a bit more poison here already. You can see the detail is SOOC. No editing on this one. No editing. Just straight from camera, tethering to the computer, and then just show you what it is right now. And the picture is wow. And then 5.6, you can see everything is so a bit laggy because of I'm doing streaming at the same time and also showing this picture because it's a high res. Yeah, very good. You can see everything is very faithfully produced. And if you're shooting, if you're shooting studio and you have a limited space, actually 50 mm very useful for, on a wedding day, limited space inside the, bride's or groom's house, limited space. I mean, of course, if there's a wedding. Else, if you do some indoor shoots and you limited space, 50 mm actually quite good because for the tighter space and head and shoulder, even full body, but depends on how you play with it. Yeah, very good. The detail is crazy. I want quick, Leo, 2 poison. Yeah, so this is like a picture quality poisoning session for you. Okay, back to here again. All right, so another test I want to teach you guys very easily. So you find a piece of paper. It's not focusing. I need to press again. Oops. Okay. So I press again. You focus on my eyeball. It doesn't focus anything. I press again. You focus on this. Okay. So this is a white piece of paper. All right. Let me switch off this one for now so you can see. This is a white piece of paper. Okay. So usually what I do is that I find a white piece of paper with a black text on it. So you can see the black text, like a black and white text. So it's to test how good the lens can resolve in terms of the contrast and sharpness. But here a bit hard to test because I got an orange light here and a blue light here. Anyhow, I'll still do a test to show you in terms of comparison. With this is 50mm 1.2 GM and compared to, let's say, the 55 1.8 Zeiss. I mean, there was a while back. So let me zoom in a little bit here and then let me switch around. So this is what I'm trying to say. Okay, because there's another light at the back here, so a bit warm. So it's a black and white text right here. Okay, what I'm going to do is I just quickly turn on this one here myself. Cut. Oops. Cut. Okay, my white balance is a bit off. It's a bit blue, right? Because I think I set to something else before. See? So I need to set a different white balance. Okay, I set. Okay, I try to. Wow, it's too bright. Okay, let me go back to normal pictures. Okay, I should add one, maybe 200. Okay, just 200. Enough speed. Okay, so it's too blue now. So there's the white piece of paper right here. This one. Oh, maybe too close. Cannot focus. Okay, wait. Come on. Too close. Oh. And let me switch to the real-time tracking. Okay, use this tracking white. Tracking white is the real-time tracking. It's very fast. Focus. Yeah. Okay, focusing. Okay, nice. So I need to do my custom white balance right here now. And I do K set and I just take a picture. It might be haywire. Okay, this is the best they can count. Because it's a balance of the blue and the orange here. This is what they do right now. Because I want to have this white paper to show white color. Never mind. Okay, so white piece of paper, put it on the desk. What you do is you turn on the manual focus. I already turned on manual focus. Yep, no worries, Juicy. So hopefully and learn a things or two from here. Okay, let me get close to this. Okay, that's where I'm going to focus right now. You can see how shallow at 1.2 right here. It's like super tiny shallow. So you can see how from here you can see the text in terms of the CA, how you actually do the chromatic aberration from the front all the way to the back. You can see. Anyway, I'm going to do take a photo. Maybe I'll take from here, Yuan Tan. I'll take a photo here, Yuan Tan, or maybe I'll take from here. This bigger words, easier to see. Okay, I'll take this He Gui. All right. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, okay, you can see from here. I was focusing on this somewhere around here, He Gui. Okay. Then I would turn off this for now. I switch back to myself. Turn off. What I'm going to do is I take out this 1.2 GM. And I put it on the 55 1.8 Zeiss. Of course, this is a very huge different price. One is 10K or almost like 9.7K. And this is, 9.4K. And this is 3K-ish. Bit different, but just want to show you in terms of comparison, the picture quality, how much has it been changed, improved. Actually, I haven't done this test before, but yeah, I mean for this particular lens, I'll do the same thing. So let me switch back on again. So obviously at 1.8 it's darker, you can see. So I need to slow down my shutter speed. Okay, same white balance. You need to do it at the same white balance. Don't change the white balance. And then try to focusing. And one more thing is that every different lens also render the color slightly different. Yeah, so yeah. Okay, anyhow, I just do manual focus and I focus on here. Oh, later I can do the focus breathing. Not focus breathing, the linear response manual focus. Anyway, I'm trying to focus on these particular words, the He Gui. You can see how the fringing goes. You can see how obvious now, the fringing, color fringing. See the brownish or orange-ish, and then the greenish. That's the color fringing. For some people call it a longitude chromatic aberration. That's the name of it. Anyway, I'll just take a He Gui somewhere around here. I try my best as fast as I can. Okay. So this is at 55mm 1.8. Okay, you can see how the picture quality goes. You can see how the longitudinal chromatic aberration. I think that's the full name. Okay, this is a 55 1.8 Zeiss. Now I switch back to 50mm 1.2 GM. And supposedly, at 1.2 is actually even more tougher and more challenged to correct all these issues because it's much more worse than 1.8. The smaller the aperture is easier to fix compared to larger aperture. Go back. 1.2. Okay, this is 50. You can see how black is the black. and white is a white. Although you see some chromatic, but it's not as obvious as like before. If you go back, the chromatic aberration is, this is like straight away you can see huge problem. Okay, the color is just changed. Your word's supposed to be black and white, but it changes. Okay, so you can see it's this is a 50mm 1.2, so it's a bit there, but it's not as obvious, and the black is more black and it's more contrasty. All right, so I'm going to do the next test with the 50mm 1.4 Zeiss E-mount. Okay, E-mount, not A-mount. Okay, let me, in case some of you might be wondering, this comparison part, you can share them this video and just fast forward to the last bit here, because some people want to find out how good is this different lens resolve or picture performance. And that's what I'm actually doing live for you right now. So I'm going to put on the 50mm 1.4 Zeiss E-mount. This is E-mount. Okay, so yeah, they are the same weight as the 50mm 1.2 GM. So we don't know what Sony did, but yeah, they are the same weight, but this is 1.4. Anyway, this lens came out a few years ago. It was a beast at the time. So let me turn on the clicks. Okay, same test again. Oh shit, I need to put this back. Okay, just give me 1 second. Drink a bit first. Everything still okay? So like I said before, if somebody interested about these few lenses, we forget about the bokeh rendering. We forget about the bokeh rendering. The 50mm 1.2 GM will be the best bokeh. But right now I'm just talking about the picture in terms of the contrast, sharpness, and also the chromatic aberrations. That's what people care the most. Because if the lens has a lot of chromatic aberration, your item, when you take photo, is not faithfully reproduced. So you don't want to have lens that have a lot of chromatic aberration. Some people like it, but I don't like it. I just don't like it. Got lucky draw or not? Alan, hey, you come all the way from Melbourne. Maybe I ask you, buy me some food in your shop. Okay, next test here, 50mm 1.4 Zeiss. So again, like I said before, if you have friends interested about the comparison with this, you can share this link to them and go all the way to the end. Later, when this live finishes, you can still share the because link will still be live. Anyhow, manual focus, and I need to switch back to this part. Okay. So, okay, slightly brighter now because of the 1.4. I need to go darker a bit. Okay, then I go around here. Yeah, this is not the, like I mentioned before, this is not the linear manual focus because you can see it's not as accurate. It's a bit tough. Okay, anyway. Okay, you can see this is actually produced better than the 1.8 before. Okay, never mind. Let's just go one more time. And I need to focus on the Harn. But you can see the chromatic aberration is there. But the 51.2 GM is the most well controlled. Okay, Harn is right here. Okay, so again, 50mm 1.4 Zeiss. This is the Zeiss. Actually, it's not bad. I mean, it's controlling quite well compared to the 1.8, which was the worst. I mean, like a worse bunch. And 1.4 is actually a bit better, but still there. But go back to 50mm 1.2. Yeah, you can see the black is more black. It's like just more contrast. That's how you can differentiate the contrast. So if you see the picture looks everything like very clean, very clear because they have very high contrast. That's why you can see just now in the MTF chart before. If you go back to the, that's how I can link back to this part here. As I mentioned before just now, if you go back to this part, if I go back to show you number 3, yeah, like I mentioned before, this is at 1.2. It has a very good contrast from the start all the way to the corner. Okay, just to quickly show you, this is the God level. We are not using the God level here, but I show you you can just type SEL50 F14Z. Yeah, this is the one. Okay, so go in, then you can see how the MTF go. Yeah, as you can see, very tiny there. But yeah, it's actually doing quite not bad. I mean, in terms of a few years ago, not bad. Okay, later, not bad. But there's another line because of the different line prepared. But we just compare the 10 and 30 for now, which is the orange and green. These two for now. But you can see they are doing quite well, also quite top. But compared to 51.2 GM, it's have a higher score. Okay, overall, because they have a higher contrast. That's how you actually sees it. Okay, never mind, back to me. So, okay. last but not least, I will show you the nifty 50, the most affordable prime from Sony, which is the 50mm 1.8 F full frame. Okay, not the APS-C, it's a full frame. So it is this tiny brother here, 50mm 1.8. All right, this is not 9 aperture blade, this is only 7 aperture blade, and it focuses slightly bit more noisy, but this is a very, very affordable 50mm, I think 1000 something, yeah. So we're going to do a test here on this A7R here. Okay. Like I mentioned before, again, feel free to share this video to your friends that are interested. Okay, 50mm 1.2 right here. This one focusing maybe have a bit of sound. Let me try to demonstrate. Oops. Let me switch to this. I need to switch to this. I think I'm on manual focus, that's why I cannot focus. You can hear the sound. It's not loud, it's there. Oops. Not sure you can hear the sound. It's actually not bad, the sound, but it's there. It's not as loud as the A-mount, but you can hear the sound. Okay. You hear the sound. Anyway, back to here. So back to manual focus, important because I need to do manual focus myself. Focus on the He again, and then do manual focus. Oh, this is slightly darker because it's 1.8. I go, yeah. So just do the same. You make sure you need to do on the same white balance. So if you want to do this test and set everything on manual and find a black and white text, then you can test how well your lens behave on all your lenses that you have in your house. Okay, so right there. Oops, too close. Okay, get it closer. Did I turn on? Okay, one more time. Oops. I pressed wrong button. Okay. Yeah, you can see how the chromatic aberration comes in, the green and that part. Actually, not bad though. Actually, not bad. It's there, but oops, I think I turned this accidentally. Okay, let me go back. Okay, it's right here. But you can see the contrast is not high. It's the picture a bit soft. For me, it's a little bit soft. Okay, how about the 50mm 2.5 G? Yes! James, I don't have the lens with me right now, but I tested the lens. If I feel like the same level as the 20mm 1.8 G, maybe you tested the 20mm 1.8 G, but the kind of sharpness and contrast is the same. Okay, so better than, for my gut feeling, better than the 55 1.8 Zeiss, better than the 50mm this 1.8 here, and the picture cleanness, I think it's better than the 51.4 Zeiss as well. Yeah, but bokeh-wise, 55.4 Zeiss winner. But for the, actually I can show you some pictures if I have. Okay, so oops, keep talking too much. Where's my picture? Hey, wait Hey, wait. Let me do one more time. Okay. So this is the 50mm 1.8 F. So you can see. I think the CA issue is actually not bad compared to the 51.4 Zeiss to my eyeball. Okay. Oops. Let me go back. Okay, why is not coming back? Sorry. Oh, okay. Yeah, so this is the 50mm, just repeat again. This is the 50mm 1.2 GM. I can see the most high contrast and least amount of CA, not as obvious. Okay, and then go to the next one. The next one is the 55 1.8 Zeiss is in trouble. You can see quite severe there. And then next one. All right, and one more. This is the last one, 55 1.8 F, but you can see it's a bit fuzzy. Everything, the detail is not there, and the image quality is not sharp. It's a bit more fuzzy. Yeah, because the lens is not as high res lah. Okay, so the 55, that's a lot of poison. I can't tahan. Yes, feel free to share this to a friend. Okay, the moment of truth. Just want to show you how crazy it goes. Okay, just 1 second. I'll bring that crazy lens. Okay, so for myself, I always do testing, and I always use this to test to like benchmark. For myself even, I use this. So like I mentioned before, that's the Zeiss Otus 85 1.4. So this is like a industry benchmark for lens. So you guess it's like super, and actually quite heavy, about 1.3 kg. It's quite heavy. But anyhow, this is a lens in a huge 86 millimeter filter tray, huge one. Anyway, the lens, and this one actually you can use it on medium format. So I see people use this on the medium format, like let's say the Hasselblad, X1D, X1D2. They use this on because this lens actually, the image circle is so big, it can actually fit on the medium format. So more than enough for APS-C. More for full frame, because the image circle for this lens is huge. So just a quick demonstration, and you can see how good the picture quality goes as a comparison. Yeah. Okay, so let me put this aside. Oops, I still turn on. And then I'm using a Canon EF to E adapter. This is a meta bone right here. And I need to do manual focus. Oh, I hope it can fit because of the, I forgot there's another, oh, it fits. Okay, oh, there's a bit of heftiness there. All right, so same test. Okay, you can see all handheld, all right? And then, oops, I need to turn on. Turn on, yes, 1.4. And manual focus only, no autofocus. Manual focus, okay. And some of the manual focus is actually this is a very long, I need to go further back because it's 85mm, so I need to go further back to get to where I am right now. And I need to use the focus magnifier. Can I press this? Yes, and then I press this again, press again. So just to show you how good is this thing. So you can see it's close to the 50mm 1.2 GM level. Okay, oh sorry, I'm shaky right now. You can see very clean image quality as well. All right, so let me take a shot. I think somewhere around here. Okay, just to be safe, I do higher shutter speed. I do higher shutter speed because my hand is shaking and quite heavy on this lens. And then I do manual focus again. Right here. What? Oh my God. Oops. I hope I got a shot. Okay, that's how you do the test. So you can see. Yeah, but anyhow, this lens 6 years ago, 7 years ago, 6 years ago. So yeah, so you can see this is the kind of reference you can see right now. All right, then compared to, you can see, this is like lack of contrast, lack of sharpness, lack of then CA issue, everything become blurred. This is a 50mm 1.8f. All right, and go back again, right hand side. Okay, then this one is the 50mm. This is the Otus 85 at 1.4. You can it's a bit higher contrast, but if I go to 50mm 1.2 GM, you'll find that the contrast is even higher than this Otus 85. Okay, so if I go to the picture again, that picture first one, I think this one, that's the one. Okay, I think what I can do is I delete this picture, I delete this so you can see side by side. Okay, quicker. So. This is 1.4. Yeah, this is this one. ISO 3D. Yeah, this is the Otus one, and this is the right, and 1.2. Okay, so we do left and right. Right as 1.2 is a 50mm 1.2 GM. Left hand side is a 85 1.4 Zeiss Otus. Okay, like I said, you just see again. So you just remember how it actually looks. Okay, it's quite good, I mean, but this is the technology from 6 years ago, and then now it's a 50mm 1.2 GM. Yeah, you can see they are all very close to each other, very close. The kind of the CA. So you can see this is how good this lens is already, and this lens is actually cheaper than this Otus. Another thing is the even more contrasty. The black is more black, like more darker black, so you can see the picture clearer thanks to the nano air coating and the lens element inside. That's how you do the comparison. Most person come out and takut. Okay, so you can get the idea of all this comparison. But yeah, just want to show you GM lens. Wow, just wow and wow and wow. Since the 24 GM, 135 GM first. 135, 24, and just keep rolling. Every prime lens come out from Sony is a super good. It's like just so sharp, so detailed, so clean, everything. So yeah, like my favorite right now is will be the 135, 25, and then now the and this one here is 35, 1.4 here, and then now the 50, 1.2. What else? Yeah, 85. I hope they maybe in the future. I hope, but not. I don't know. But yeah, this is my own feeling. I hope there will be maybe a 1.2 next time in the future. I like portrait. And 100 GM is actually very good. 100 G master actually very good. And then another one is the 135. Yeah, 135. Of course, we have the 400 and 600. Those are huge and beast. Not for everyday, but those are like a very high benchmark example. But this 51.2 GM, yeah, if you have the budget and you like some bokeh, and then you can work with the distance not too far away. Yeah, this is no brainer. And one more thing. We have to be proud owner of G Master as an Alpha user. Super proud because it's the technology that has been, since 2006 until now. Sony has worked very hard to come to this day with all this technology and so small and lightweight. So okay, any more questions from there? Okay, I can see it's like yeah. Hopefully, James, you can. So keep up the good work in coaching, James. Keep shooting, Then, of course, you can feel free to share this this live to your friends, if anyone who is interested to know about the 50 GM in terms of the focusing and the picture quality, the video quality. What else? And you can see how I actually tested with all the different lenses. Oh, just out of fun, for fun. Okay, I got a 50 0.95, which I bought from Australia last time. It's a China lens. This one is a 50mm one. So I can just show you how 0.95 looks, but of course this is a 3,000 lens, 3,000 ringgit something lens. Is not technology marvelous, but you buy this lens is because of the 0.95 for the bokeh, not for the sharpness. So let me put this in. I haven't really used this lens for long. I wish I can take it one day. Yes. So yeah, it's okay. We can work very hard and work towards our dream, and work it. Okay, so with this 50mm right here, you can see just to show you at 0.95 how it actually looks on this same piece of paper. And let me switch back for now. Okay, you can see it's f dot dot because the lens doesn't communicate anything to the camera, so it's f dot dot. You cannot do anything, but it's okay. You can still do manual focus, because it's mechanical lenses, and I need to reduce the. Yeah, maybe somewhere around here. Okay, then I press at 0.95. This is 0.95. Okay, 0.95. Ooh, sorry, too bright already. Wait, I need to. Oops. Press one more time. Come out. I go in. Maybe I reduce the ISO. Oop, somewhere around here. Maybe I reduce. Okay. Yeah, somewhere around here because it's 0.95. All right. And one thing, so yeah, you can see it's there. Yeah, you just don't see any clear point. Okay, you see any clear point? I don't see any clear point. Okay, I think because the camera doesn't know there's a lens there, I need to turn on something. The steady shot is a bit haywire, so I need to set if you use manual focus lens that doesn't do any complication to the camera, you need to set your own steady shot. Steady shot on, and steady shot setting come inside, and 8mm is totally wrong. Set to the focal length of your lens. This is a 50, so you get a much stable result. Okay, stand done. Okay, oops. Yeah, this is you can see there's no clear part. You can see, yeah, you don't see any clearness, no sharpness. Okay, but yeah, the CA is, I don't know, it's like a mush. You don't see, maybe, yeah. But anyhow, you just don't see anything. There's no clear part. Everything is just blur. But because you buy this lens, it's because of the bokeh lah, so you cannot really complain. But you can get the idea. So let me try to focus on this, maybe somewhere around here. Okay, this is the best I can get. All right, so same white balance across entire few different lenses. That's how you can see different lenses create different pictures. This is a bit warmer. I can see a bit warmer, but it's just not clear. No clear part. You just don't see anything. Everything is like mush. So yeah. Let me go back. Okay, this is a Zeiss Otus 85. So you can see is wait I think this is no. This is the 50mm 1.2 GM. Let me go back. Yeah. Oh, sorry, my bad. Sorry. That was the Otus before. Otus before. Okay. Right. And then left hand side. And this is the. Go back. 1.8, and then we have the 1.2. Yeah. So you have to go right side. Right. This is 1.2, and manual focus lens. You can see everything become warm color. Same white balance. It's the same white balance, but it's the lens render warm color. And this is a bit cooler color because of the Zeiss technology. And this is a Sony also. Very good, very faithful. But you can see how different lenses create different looks. So it's very important. You want the lens that produces the faithful look, G Master. Okay. Then 1.2 again. Very good details, very contrasty. And go back left hand side, which is the manual focus lens, which is in trouble. You totally see, it's like, oh my god, what happened to this? Where's your black? And your black it become green color. Then your problem. Then left hand side one more time. Then this is Zeiss Otus. It's good, but 50 GM is even better than this one. So since like 135, yeah, Sony totally like owns it. Like 135 is the starting point of super good prime from Sony. So let me cut back. Yeah, so you can see how different lenses rendered. Yeah, so but I still keep the lens for my collection because I use it a lot for demonstration purposes as well. Yeah, to really show how different lens renders and all this and that. And yeah, with this 50 GM is very high quality, clean. So like a picture that you will know that it will last a very long time because it's just so clean and nice. Yeah, just so we don't go for third party, just go stick back to the Sony native lenses, the G Master. Okay, so let me put it back and close this one for now. Alright, so behold, that's the 55. Sorry, so it's a 50 1.2 GM. So I like the quality of the lighting. So you can see if I go closer, I think this is the closer I can get. This is the closer I can get already. So you can still focus. No, yeah, this is the focus. Okay, so let's just see one more time. 50mm 1.2 GM, and you can I feel before there's a bit of gap here, so it feels like when you hold it feels a bit more better than flat one. But yeah, I like it. So this is a manual focus hole. Manual focus here, and the focus hole buttons right here, the hood, yeah. So there you go. Okay, what's Sony camera recommended for switching? Oh yeah, James, I thought you've been using Sony team. Okay, if you are looking for a start, you can look into the 7C, A7C. Very good. A7C for a switch. Slowly lah, take your time, slowly. Get A7C first, and then for full frame point of view. And then if you say APS-C, I think just go straight to full frame now. Go to 7C, because I think you're already familiar with your camera already. You're already quite an advanced user. Just go into the 7C, and then good for photo and video. That's for start. Yeah. So, and after that, you just slowly upgrade your lens from time to time. And then, of course, so you can see how the GM lens works. All right, so I guess that's all for now. That's all for tonight. So unfortunately, no lucky draw. But again, feel free to share this video to your friends, family, or anyone that knows about, want to know about 50 GM. You can see how this comparison works. And even we can just send this last bit of it to your friend. They can see all the comparison. Okay, so let me. I think a bit blur. Lock it. Yeah, so it doesn't see anymore my hand. If I press again, it see back my hand again. I press one more time. Yeah, so you just make use of the technology, and you track my face all the time, so my face is always sharp and clear, no issues. Okay. One more thing I forgot actually. Right now, I actually turned on the SC tone on the A7S Mark III, so that's why you can see the color a bit different. Because I'm using SC tone right now for the whole time to do the live demonstration in terms of the color signs of it. Okay, what do you think? I think it's very good for live streaming. It has a very nice, good skin tone. Yes, that's what I'm recommended. Then, of course, save up the money, get a really good lens. Very important. Don't go for halfway. Just save up for a really good lens, and you can really use for a very long time. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, everyone. And Harn again from Sony. And tonight is a bit of my own sharing in terms of different stuff, and of course the 50 GM unboxing you can see just now. Okay, so yeah, I think, let me see. Yeah, I think I cover all. All right. Okay, so I'll see you next time. Hopefully, the COVID situation, it can be getting better. Don't know when, but hope it's get better. And once, yeah, just stay safe. Take care of yourself. Yes, and one more thing, very important, keep taking photos and keep sharing. That's how you can keep growing. So keep taking photos, keep sharing, and keep growing. And of course, at the same time, keep buying. That's what happened to me. Been poisoned myself many times. So, yep. So I'll see you everyone. Bye-bye. I'll just press this.